Gautrain is an 80-kilometer mass rapid transport system under construction at the moment in Gautrain. It's hoped that this railway system will ultimately connect Johannesburg, Pretoria and Oor International Airport. Now, its goal is to alleviate the notorious traffic congestion between Johannesburg and Pretoria and offer commuters a viable form of public transport instead of having them use their cars. Now, over the last few months, Hip2B Square has been giving you updates on what's been happening with the project. And we haven't been here for a while, but never fear. Erin is here to give us an update on what's been happening with Gautrain. Please, can you give us an update on what's been happening with the Gautrain project over the last 2 to 3 months?
Well, a huge amount has been happening. You can imagine it's an incredibly intense project. We've got a huge amount to do. Some of the most exciting things that you might have noticed driving around town is the viaduct, the huge big bridge that goes into the airport, Oor International Airport, is now there. It's about 3 kilometers long. You can walk from the airport along the top of the viaduct over the R21 freeway and all the way to Rhodesfield station in Isando. Another thing that's been brilliant is we've started laying track. We've got over 10 kilometers of track on the ground already. We've in fact started laying track in some of the tunnels, so all of that is progressing exceptionally well.
What still needs to be done and when are you looking to be finished?
Look, there's a huge amount of work that still needs to be done. Most of the civil construction work has already peaked. The civil designs are completed now, largely completed now. But there's still a lot of viaduct work, that's bridge construction that has to happen. There's still a lot of railway track that has to be laid. And then, of course, the installation of the signalling systems, the communication systems, the security systems, all those things still has to happen. We're about 2.5 years into the project now. We've got just over a year to go, so there's a huge amount of work still to do.
One of the most exciting things about the Gautrain project was the amount of new technology that was used. So what new technology has been used lately and where have you been using it?
Well, a lot of the focus is now beginning to shift into the more electrical and electronic phase of the project, okay? And we're doing exciting things on that side. For instance, one of the technologies that you might have read about is called an ATP system. It's an automatic train control system, train protection system, in fact. And what that does is it takes readings at intervals along the track as the train is progressing and makes sure that the train is in the right place at the right time and going at the right speed and in the right direction, and that there isn't another train on the same track, okay? If there is, alarms will sound and protection systems will then come into place.
When it opens, the Gautrain rapid rail link system is expected to provide 380 jobs in the area, with that number growing to 480 within the next 10 years. It's great to think that some trains and tracks can not only provide jobs, but also lowers the level of road rage on South African highways. We can't wait to see the beauty behind me on the tracks in the near future.